Hello, Gemini. Mantic Missing Messages here with a reading for you. Maybe what you don't see coming or what you can expect for the next 6 weeks. So let's get into it together. Let's get you a Moonology card. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any placement of Gemini. This is for the collective. These messages may resonate in any area of your life. I will put cards specific to animal messages, crystal cards, angel numbers, money, love, all that stuff. Any potential blocks. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. And communication's key. New moon in Gemini. There you are. Coming into your own reading. And a time for healing. Balsamic moon. I'm hearing the name Whitney. Maybe you're a Whitney Houston fan. Many of us are. But I am hearing that name in my clairaudiently. So let's get some tarot cards for you. The decks I use are in the description box. What do we have for you? Gemini. Next 6 weeks for Gemini, any area of life. Adjustments required, communication, and healing. We have a conversation here that needs to happen. Clearing the air even. You have the Six of Pentacles. Maybe there isn't quite the amount of effort, not quite the give and take maybe. You may be feeling something's imbalanced. Maybe you feel as though you're doing all the work with something. So there may be some sort of adjustments here in order for you to get a return on your investments. And right those scales. You'll see the scales are featured in that Six of Pentacles. Gemini, you also have the Hermit. So I feel for some of, oh my goodness, okay, bottom of the deck you have the Sun. I have to just mention that too. So I feel for some of you, in order for this, adjustment here, there may be a time where you're needing solitude, getting, tuning into your own higher truth, inner wisdom. That's what the Hermit card does generally, right? Shining their light, and with the Sun card too. This could be a renewed sense of vitality here, but this is celebration and success. This is some sort of joyous outcome for you. But you need to have the confidence here. There's something here about maybe not knowing if you should put yourself out there, or maybe if you should even start the conversation with someone about something. But let's see what else we have. We have the Queen of Wands. Now, nothing stops a Queen of Wands. Very fiery energy. We are approaching Leo season. So with this energy, it's like this person can manifest and they go after what they want. Even if others don't necessarily see their plan or their vision, it doesn't matter. They have that passion, the determination, the confidence, the self-assurance, the creativity to go for it anyway. So the Queen of Wands, the way they communicate is through action. So maybe you're at a time now where you're like, actions speak louder than words. This could be something that you've always believed in even. That might be a saying that you really resonate with. But it could be that someone needs to, I'm actually hearing they need to shape up or ship out. So, maybe you're needing to have this conversation with somebody, or because it is under communication is key in order to heal, and in order to really grow, to go forward too. What else do we have? And the Queen of Wands doesn't care if they stand out. Oh my goodness. There's the Ace of Wands. This is bold energy. This is going on that adventure, going on that trip, getting the hair done, doing whatever it is. Even if you stand out, it doesn't matter. That Queen of Wands, again, they do not care. And they might be getting a new awareness too of like, what makes them, what ignites you? This is like enlightenment energy too. You might be getting more information as far as what gives you life, what brings you joy. Maybe you're exploring that, or that's the advice from Spirit. But this can be a new project, a new idea that you're really wanting to go for. But there could be something, or someone in the way here, or some sort of adjustment that needs to happen, or a conversation, or some period of healing. We'll get into what could possibly be blocking this too, if there is anything there. We'll pull cards specific to that. I always do that in readings. Oh, wow. You have the Lovers card. Something is falling into place here. Alignment. Something is definitely aligning, or that's what you're in search of. Maybe something there, but there is definitely a choice here. Okay, we have to figure out where are we putting our energy here. What's really going to excite you, ignite you? Maybe you haven't felt that love and feeling with somebody for quite a while even. I don't always get that with this card. I generally see this more of a card as like, a choice and alignment and choosing what's in your what's in alignment with you, what will make you feel in harmony, where could you feel you can be your most brilliant, brightest self. That's a big part of this reading. Where will you really shine? Because it's your time to shine. And I think a lot of you have been feeling that for quite some time, but there's something maybe that could be preventing it, blocking in some way. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. All right. So we need to have some patience here as far as our own healing and our own growth. But the King of Pentacles too, or the Knight of Pentacles, can also be good news. So if you're here for reading about, your finances or whatever, I will tell you these cards look great. Okay. And as far as love, I feel as though you could be getting a new love offer. Okay. That's some of what I'm getting for that, but we'll pull more cards on that in a moment. The Knight of Pentacles, though, there's like a precise energy I'm getting too, where you kind of, it's like you want to have something right here. I'm also hearing clairaudiently, am I fooling myself? Well, are you fooling yourself? I don't know. I mean, that's an answer only, or a question only you can really fully answer. But the Knight of Pentacles is like, if you're putting in the hard work and you're being reasonable about things and you're efficient and you're going to make that slow and steady progress. Like small changes lead to big rewards is what it feels like here. And this is like, we'll get more information, but this is such fiery energy. A lot of readings right now are really coming in with this fiery energy. And you actually, I didn't point it out, but Lover's card is your card, Gemini. And I feel like when you have the Lovers with the Ace of Wands, I mean, fire and air together, this is like, wow, powerful energy. So you could be coming into, this is a time where a lot of people are meeting soulmates, new connections, and it doesn't have to be romantic. But when I'm seeing the Lover's card and the Ace of Wands, I feel like this is something pretty passionate. And even like the passionate embrace on this card, you don't always see that on all of the Lovers cards. You generally don't, but this is like, woo, there is some heat here. Okay. So, and you got the sun, like, yeah, there's a source of heat and warmth, and you just feel really good to be appreciated or noticed again too. In any setting, work setting, romance, any setting. Okay, my goodness, there's the 10 of Pentacles. It might make you start thinking about long term. Maybe you can have this new career or this relationship or something can bring you more than just, again, it's like, this is what's so interesting is the small steps that I was talking about leading to the big rewards. There you go. There's that long-term success for you, Gemini. Okay, you have the legacy, the stability of that 10 of Pentacles, the success. It's just like this small little investment here. This person used to be, they're a novice here, but then it leads to all of this, to a new family situation, a new home for some of you, to establishing your own new traditions and things. Some of you are literally starting over again, and you're having to be patient. Some of you, you've healed something, and now you really can. Maybe you've healed some family trauma, drama, etc. And now you can really kind of take off, and you can really create your own life. And we decide who our family is, right? It's sometimes it's not the family we're born into. Sometimes. Oh my goodness. And you have the Empress, and talk about creation and being in the flow. Yeah, you're the one creating the life you wish to live. And you know that. It's all you. This is a very fertile time. This is nurturing energy. This is beauty, creativity, abundance. Nothing is standing in your way now. There is literally nothing in this reading that tells me you're blocked now. This is about you freeing yourself from any sort of blocks and going forward boldly, fiercely. Perhaps you've never even experienced a glow up like this. This is like big shifts of energy. Massive transformation underway, because I think because something has finally been healed, you're finally putting something to rest, or that's the advice, like get out of your own way sort of stuff. Let's see what else we have. Let's get a few more cards. Let's actually now look into if there are any sort of blocks here coming in, any sort of blocks here. I hear that you're turning heads, you are captivating. So maybe you're extra magnetic at this time. 2 cards. We're going to do this one and this one. So you have blindness to signs and bad decisions. So this is about pay attention to the signs. So you could be missing signs from the universe that are trying to point you towards success. I feel they're going to become much more clear with the Sun card and the Lovers card here. I think, and also if you spend some time really going within here with the Hermit. So this is slowing down and exercising all of your senses to actively engage with the world around you. Notice the signs and synchronicities. The universe is trying to point you in the right direction. You also have making better decisions. So if you're ignoring your intuition, you're going to suffer the effects of bad decisions, right? So we need to follow our intuitions. If things are not going well, it's best not to make important decisions right now, okay? If you're grieving, if you're in a period where you're trying to heal something, you're not feeling yourself, or you're sick, or whatever it is, it's probably not the best decision to make, best time to make major decisions. But you could use that downtime to reflect and rest and all that. But then, when you're feeling more like yourself, then it's probably better to then move forward. But wait until you're in a good frame of mind, basically, okay? And you've gathered enough information to make a really good informed decision. And the right time will come. 1111 is what I just saw on the timer. So we're going to get 1111 out of this angel deck here. And you have, where is it? 1111 has been coming up a whole lot lately. There it is. So this is a spiritual awakening. So you're drawn to higher vibrations. I feel for some of you, you haven't found the right situation for you yet, but you'll know when you do, because I do feel this sense of like a soulmate type energy. But let's actually look into relationships right now for a moment. Just look into this for just a moment. Relationships of any kind, really, but this is kind of a romantic deck for those of you looking for that. If not, you could skip ahead, but you have settling. So you could be accepting less than you deserve. So don't settle. Do not settle, whether it's work or love, whatever. Don't settle for anything that falls short of your needs. It only leads to long-term disappointment, right? Only leads to that. And if you're an Empress, you're a Queen of Wands, you're an Empress, you don't need to settle. None of us need to settle. We do not. We have to embrace our own divinity and realize that you deserve more. You deserve better. You deserve the best, right? Doesn't matter if you made mistakes in the past. We always have that opportunity each day to start anew, right? To embrace our own spirituality, to set ourselves on a new path. And that's what that adjustment required is about. So you could feel uncertain or unsure with this mind fog card. So be mindful. A clouded perspective breeds confusion, distorts perception, and crafts an illusion of reality. But you also have the Sun card here. So I feel that if you've been doing this, if you've been tricking yourself, lying to yourself, it's going to be very clear. And it's going to be so freeing, liberating when that happens. You're going to get that boost of energy you need. What else do we have about relationships? Proposal. So there's some sort of commitment. This is unexpected, by the way. Okay, this is a significant step forward in your relationship. There, you could have someone who you will even marry or be in another long-term commitment with coming in. This is the time for it. I told you, I was feeling it. I'm feeling it for a few signs right now for a lot of us. And we might not be looking for it, but it could be coming in. One more. Self-care, though. Stay self-focused, self-growth. That's actually super attractive when people are in that Queen of Wands energy where it's like they don't need a relationship, but that's kind of like when people are most attracted to them. So take time to nurture yourself and meet your own needs before attending to the needs of others. All right, because you started your reading off with that Six of Pentacles, and that is all about like making sure you're getting as much as you're giving, right? It doesn't have to be exact, but it needs to be reciprocal. There can't be any more of this, like just only caring about what others need and ignoring your own. Let's get some other oracle cards. Whoa. Amazing, amazing here. Okay, abundant wealth, my goodness. Okay, so congratulations. You have much to be admired for, having everything money can buy and having built an empire with a legacy that will endure for generations. Boom, there it is. And you had the 10 of Pentacles. Now, you know who also had this? Taurus did. So if you have any placements in Taurus or you're on that Taurus Gemini cusp, you may want to check out the Taurus reading this week, okay? And if you enjoy this style of reading, you may want to check out my weekly readings that I do every Saturday morning, Eastern Standard Time around 10 a.m. Okay, so that you may want to check those out because I do collective readings. But this is amazing. They had these same two cards, and I've been shuffling, as you can see, and they're not in the same order or anything placement, but similar cards. All right, and you also have wrap things up. So it's no it's no just starting. What? It's not just start. I think there's a typo on the card. See, so anyway, it's not just starting that's important, but seeing it to completion is what matters. So actively monitor your work to make sure you're not routinely falling short just of the finish line. Some of us do have a habit of doing this, I will say. Some of us are really good at starting things, coming up with proposals and ideas, but then like implementing them and following them through is more difficult. All right. And then we have fast takeoff. So the faster you move and take action, the quicker you'll see results. As you build momentum, making progress will ignite a spark within you. Exactly. Momentum leads to more. I don't know how else to say it. Like momentum is very motivating. I always think of that when I see the 8 of Wands. Like getting started and taking a step. Maybe you don't feel you can do all this right now. You don't have to. Just one small step. The little toe there with the Empress, right? Take that one small step towards your overall 10 of Pentacles, right? The Knight of Pentacles. You don't have to do it all at once. This Knight of Pentacles is investing wisely with their time, their money, their efforts, all their resources, right? They're not wasting their energy and their emotions on empty relationships and people and situations that don't deserve them. I want to get a few more tarot cards, though. I want to get 3 more. You have the Hanged Man, you have the 7 of Cups, and you have the Queen of Cups. Yay. All right. So some sort of pause here. There may need to be a new perspective. You have the Hermit card and you have the Hanged Man. This is about accepting what is and letting go of what you cannot change, right? This is that higher wisdom, just like with the Hermit card, right? Things may be delayed right now. You may not be able to move forward because you may be healing from something. There could be communication or adjustments that need to occur. And that's why things are like paused right now. But 7 of Cups, because you might be trying to decide, where exactly you want to do. There might be just, again, some sort of mind fog. You have a lot of cards really speaking to each other. Very cohesive reading. I love that. So some of you are doubting yourself, and that's what's in the way. Doubting your own intuition, doubting your own self, doubting what you deserve. You deserve good things. Okay, I'm just going to keep saying that, whether you believe it or not. I'm going to keep saying it. Maybe you don't hear that enough. With the Queen of Cups here, this is emotional fulfillment in some way. This is compassion. This is comfort, caring energy, a nurturing person, just like the Empress, right? So you have a lot of like mother figure energy. Maybe that's an area in your life where you're missing your mom, or you didn't have a mom, or you are a mom. But there's like getting in touch with that feminine aspect, which we all have, male, masculine, feminine energies, right? Male, female, doesn't matter. We all embody the energies. This is about, the yin, the yang, right? The balancing it all out. You can't always just be that strong side all the time. Sometimes, we have to feel our feelings. You have the King and the Queen of Cups now. Don't you? No, you don't. Oh, why did I think that? I don't know. Anyway, you have the Queen of Cups and the Empress, though, and you have the Queen of Wands. It's all very strong feminine energy right here. Okay, so you could be a strong female, or you could have a strong female coming in, or maybe you're feeling divine assistance from your mom or aunt or somebody who's passed who was like a mother. But maybe you need to be mothered right now. Maybe you need that nurturing and that care. Yeah. Didn't you have self-care? Yeah, you did. Where is it? There it is, right there. You had the self-care. So self-care will help you gain clarity. Take good care of yourself, right? And again, you keep getting this, like, what's going to fill your cup? You decide. You get to decide who and what fills your cup. You don't have to settle. Do not settle for less than you deserve or than you're worth. Trust me, I've done it. I know from experience. It's not worth it. Whew. All right. Key Elements Oracle card for Gemini. What do we have? The Moon. Mystery. The answer cannot be known at this time because adjustments are required, right? And sometimes we can't solve a problem from the place where we started it. Someone said that. I think it was it Einstein or Thomas Edison? Somebody awesome said it. So the answer can't be known at this time. Let go of any fear and illusion surrounding you or the situation. Just as the moon has phases, this also needs to cycle through to bring answers in time. And you also have plant the seed, though. Create. Take the great ideas you've been thinking about and let them grow wildly. Bring to life new business and creative endeavors. Trust in divine timing. You had 1111. That's divine timing. What you desire will bloom. The Empress is the ultimate gardener. And you have nature seeker, simplicity. Your soul's longing for peace and connection to nature's elements. Don't overcomplicate situations by reaching outside of yourself. You have the Hermit and you have the Hanged Man. You have the answers within. Okay, you will find clarity by spending time alone, possibly in nature, to refocus your energy. I added some things to this card based on the other cards in your reading. Yeah, the Empress, the Hermit, the Lovers, the Hanged Man. All of these cards, as well as the Sun, let me know that, and here's the Queen of the Sun, Queen of Wands, you have that light within. Look at these cards. You know what's in alignment for you, and if something's not, and if someone is not in alignment. Queen of Wands, they're going to ditch him at the doorway. They're going to be like, nope, this job doesn't, this dress, this job, this person, none of it fits. I'm out, right? Choosing yourself among anything else. Okay, and that's your card here, Gemini. The Empress, Ultimate Gardener, Gardeness, whatever, Gardener. This is like, again, that light is within. And boy, when you realize that, boy, girl, whatever, that was an expression, but when you realize that you are the ultimate, cosmic gardener of this life that you wish to create for yourself, and you make the sacrifices and you let go of what does not serve you, and you surrender to what is and divine timing and your own inner divinity and wisdom and knowing, wow, there is nothing you can't do. But get into that flow, right? Get into nature. Spend time with yourself, with your dreams. In order to really manifest, we have to be in a good space. We want to be aligned, like that Lover's card, right? We want to be coming from a place of happiness, not a place of hurt and scarcity, right? That's not the mindset where we should be planting our seeds. We want to plant with love and hope and knowing that, yes, this is going to grow. Yes, your dreams are possible. Yes, the 10 of Pentacles, that's what you're creating. You may only have the Knight of Pentacles right now, but look at this. It turns into this beautiful 10 of Pentacles, this ultimate garden, this ultimate life of bliss that you'll love, that you'll enjoy. But sometimes we have to wrap other things up, balance out those scales a bit, communicate, make those adjustments, heal what needs to be healed in order to really access what we're meant for. You also have center stage. You're not meant to be on the sidelines. Let your wishes and dreams take center stage. That is so true. Magnetism. Yeah, like it's okay. Yeah, so a magnetic force surrounds you. You're being given the power to manifest your dreams into reality. Absolutely. 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 And yeah, because you're the center of your own universe too, right? And that is not selfish. That's just a flat out fact. And divine vision. Get out of your own way. Discard your old projected outcomes that you received from others, by the way, and allow yourself to go beyond. See beyond. Dream beyond. Go beyond. Create. Explore. You also have heart calling. Reveal your heart's calling. You have everything you need, and now is the time to follow what your heart desires. Again, you do not have to settle. Family here. Surround yourself by people you love and let it be your circle of strength. Again, as I said earlier in the reading, I find it funny this is coming up with these exact messages because I did say you can choose your family. It's not necessarily the one you're born into. And then you have collaborate. So again, be open your heart and mind to collaborate with people you can learn from. It doesn't have to be a solo act. You also, how can we stay high vibing? High vibing, please. How do we stay? There's your homework right there. 2 cards. Think of 10 things that bring you joy. All right, so to bring more joy into your life, feel the joy, really feel it. Get into that vibrational alignment with the joy, okay, with what you wish to receive. This is so funny because it's all, I've been saying this with the alignment with the Lovers. So to get into alignment, physically feel the joy, no matter your present state or circumstance, right? Again, we have to manifest from the energy what do we wish to receive and attract. So to physically feel joy, think or write about a list of 10 things that bring you joy. Big things, little things, doesn't matter. Perhaps it's pleasure when you smell flowers or purring of a cat or going for a walk. As you build your list, start to feel the sensation of happiness and joy bubble up. You're now shifting into the vibrational energy of joy. Repeat several times a day. And then you also have happy dance. Dance around the room with or without music. Feel joy and happiness. Shake your hips, raise your hands in the air, sway. Be excited about life and opportunities that are coming your way. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it has to feel good. Things should feel good. Life should not feel so complicated, right? So how can we tap into those simple moments of joy and ease? And surround yourself with people and energy and environments that allow you to really shine and explore and grow. If you enjoy this reading, please do like the video now. I'd appreciate that. And consider subscribing. I'd love that. Thank you. I'm a very small channel and it would help. Thank you. Someone's trying to hold on. Be careful of energy vampirism. Cleanse your aura and space. Yeah, cleanse your aura and space. That's a message from the Galactic Angels. One more. Divine intervention took place. You're realigning. There it is again. Realigning to your soul path. My goodness. You're all about alignment. It's like ultimate alignment. This is like a huge moment of alignment is what's actually going to alignment and adjustment as a result, right? That's what's going to unlock this door to abundance. I mean, to dreams coming true, right? You're truly aligning. Let's get you another number card, and then we'll get animal messages and a crystal card. 6, 7, 8, 9, unconditional love. So no matter the flaws, give and receive love. Right? None of us are perfect. So if you need to forgive yourself for that, please do. Forgive yourself. I give you the space here to do that. You don't need my permission, but all right. Let's get some animal cards. Oh, crystal card. I'm going to get you a crystal card. What do we have? Next 6 weeks, Gemini, crystal card message. Crystal wisdom deck. Selenite. Ooh, this is a good one. Purify your spirit, cleanse your energy for new beginnings. Yep, there it is. Just like what we just had, you're told, be careful of energy vampirism. Cleanse your aura and space. Selenite is good for that. Cleanse, recharge, connect with the divine. That's selenite. It's also called satin feldspar. It'll be like sold under both, but true selenite is, I think it's a little more, it's more clear, transparent than like feldspar. All right. Some people say there isn't a difference, but I've heard there is. So, oh wow, big ones. You have bald eagle. Love that for an air sign, fellow air sign. Raven, another bird, and lizard. So you have, oh my gosh, you have the word aligning again. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. Aligning with eternity. Lizard. 46. Crown chakra. Don't let time or space limit you. Believe that everything's possible now. Be open to magic and miracles. You have a big era now coming in of magic and miracles. You have Raven here, reference 33, throat chakra. Speak your truth, manifest your desires into reality by using words that match your intention. Again, here's the word magic. Words are magic, especially for us air signs, okay? I'm a Libra sun, lots of Libra in my chart. You're a Gemini, that's air sign energy. Some of you I know have Libra in your chart because you're over on my other channel too. And thank you for being here. You know who you are. But yeah, this is like, we have to, like, language is really important to us air signs. It's important to everybody, but we air signs, like, we are linguists. We're wordsmiths. We're really into it. Linguistics and communication and analyzing and things like that. So it's really important that we are mindful with our use of words and speak our truth and don't dim yourself down. I don't do that on this channel. I'm as loud and whatever as that's me, right? That's what I'm here for, to share my true light with you. And, I would hope that you can do that in your own life in some way. So card 9, bald eagle, observer, root chakra. See your situation from a higher point of view. Let spirit guide your next steps. Trust the wisdom of your higher self. Yeah, it's funny because they gave this card number 9, the author, Britta Bowman. Awesome. Love her and her work. But I don't know her personally, but she seems lovely from the interactions I've had on her Etsy shop. But anyway, this is like hermit energy, right? Card 9, bald eagle. And then it says, trust the wisdom of your higher self. That's exactly what the hermit does. So you're being called upon to trust the wisdom of your higher self as you align to whatever your garden of eternity is for you. All right, your happiest life. So again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much, and have a wonderful next 6 weeks.